Good morning. This is Anka Metcalf with Trade Out Loud. Welcome to the pre-market game plan for major future indices, gold and oil. Today is September 14th, 2016, and it is 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So we're going to start with YM. YM has retraced from a little pop overnight all the way into this 18,022 area that we have marked yesterday on the chart, and that is exactly daily support. So this is exactly where we were looking to take this profit yesterday. Now, the fact that it's basing here gives us an indication that well, if we break below 18,000, we're going to be bearish and we're going to be looking for the following targets: 17,950. We're going to look for 17,900 and a continuation to the prior low at 17,822. Remember, this week is going to be tough because on Friday we have quadruple option expiration day. So it's going to be really, really hard. Now, if we get a break above this 1850 area, I will look to be long, but until then, I am going to be bearish. Right now, we're absolutely neutral. Remember, we are sitting on daily support. It is a very strong level. From this level, we can go long or we can short, but with confirmation. For the long side, if we get a break above 18,050, we're going to be looking for follow through all the way to 18,100 because we have resistance into this area. And then we have a clear void all the way to 18,162. So these are going to be our parameters for the day. So far, I am extremely neutral on YM and pretty much most of the indices. So it's going to be a quiet morning unless we're going to shake up to the upside or the downside. ES, we had our line on the chart right here, marking our daily support level, and we are actually trading above that. So yesterday we traveled to a low of 2112.50. We moved up a little bit overnight, and as you can see, the support line is giving us an indication that we might want to continue higher. I'm not going to go long until it breaks 2130. I'm going to go long at 2130 and evaluate the smaller time frame so I could have a tighter stop. Targets are going to be 3135, 3140, and we're going to go for 2150. These are going to be the targets for today. If we consolidate week, remember, this is going to be a very tricky area because from the morning fleecing that we might get off the open, we might fall into the 2120 area. And then from this area, remember, support area, we might find buyers. But if we base weekly around this, if we base in a weak manner around this 2119 area, 2120 area, we can have a downward move all the way to 2113, and again we might visit the prior low at 2100. It's going to be really tough. Remember, this is the low right here, and this is the first lower high. First higher low that we formed here at 2113. So this is an indication that we might head higher if we break above 2130. NQ. NQ is the strongest of them all. So forming a pivot low here at 46.97. And bouncing overnight, very strong, forming a new support level at 47.22 and resistance at 47.40. On any kind of bullish activity, we will consider this as a favorite trade with an entry long at 47.40, and stop will be 47.25. We can even consider 47.30 for a stop. And especially if you're using multiple contracts, you could layer, you could have one stop at 30, one stop at 25 or so. And then for target areas, you're going to look at 47.53 for a first target area, 47.60 for a second target area, and you have a nice fight all the way to 47.69.70 area. So this is going to be the area, the final target area. Very strong. In case we will continue to be weak in ES and YM. Remember that even the strongest indices will tend to follow. So if it breaks 47.2625 area, this area right here, we will look to be bearish, and the following targets will be again into the 4700. Please note that yesterday, before the market opened, I have marked the daily support resistance areas that are right here at these whole numbers, and these are the areas that held. Okay, so knowing how to identify these areas is key. GC, and this is gold. GC is just hovering into this daily support area right here. This low that it made today in the extended session 1316, this area right here is daily support from which it bounced. However, it didn't find it found an area of resistance here from this prior low, from these prior lows from yesterday's New York trading session, and it's coming in. I don't have a strong bias for trading gold today. However, I can see it for a quick scalp lower all the way into the 1320 area. But again, this is going to be a tough call. CL, remember, oil numbers are coming in at 10:30. We're consolidating week. We consolidated week overnight. If you were here in the early morning hours, this would have been a very good short. However, I was sleeping at that time, still 7 o'clock, around this time when the breakdown occurred, under $45, 25 cents stop. And you're going 44.50 is your first target area, and your second target area is going to be all the way into $44.15. So it does have room to continue lower. Remember, this is also 45.50 is a 50% retracement on the daily chart. So again, this is going to be a critical area. I'm not going to trade oil ahead of oil numbers, so I'm going to wait for the oil numbers to come up and then evaluate the trade. But this is the line in the sand right here, because if we fall below 44.50 or 44.30 where we're trading right now, we are going to go all the way to $43.07. This is going to be the target for today in case we're going to go lower. And for higher, we have room to continue into 46 and 46.50 and even higher, because these are the resistance areas for today. All right, thank you so much for joining. Please remember that tonight we have a webinar at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It is how to trade futures, how you can make $500 a day with a $5,000 account. I'll be sharing some of our secrets. Be sure to register to be there. And if you have any questions, please email me at info@tradeoutloud.com. Thank you, and have a wonderful and profitable trading day.